Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. What's going on, man? It's the New Breed 313 Sports back at it, man. Live out here, man. So uh this was a topic I wanted to bring up. Of course, like I said, man, like and subscribe to the channel, the New Breed 313 Sports. 313 the New Breed Real Talk. Without further ado, man, let's get to it. For all these delusional Piston fans, these delusional GM wannabe fans that's on 2K want to say what this team need to do, and all of this stuff. And it goes back to what people are saying on about and it's more so goes to this Paul Reed thing. I know some of y'all fans are talking about, oh man, Paul Reed need to play more. He was more efficient, stuff like that. Yeah, he's going to be more efficient against second and third stringers. Yeah, but he's not going to be effective against Mobley and Allen in there at the same time. It's just not going to happen. And that's what people got to really understand. You got to sample. Well, Jalen Duren, man, he need to get benched and stuff. Why would you want him to get benched for Paul Reed? And we've said this many times. When you put Paul Reed in there for long stints of minutes and stuff like that, he gets fatigued and he gets tired. He's not going to play his game. And plus, he isn't going to defend these guys. He can't guard Mobley, and he can't guard Jared Allen. So your best bet on defense is Jalen Duren. He's the best part. He has to. He has to check that in. Crazy Child was good. But it's just not gonna be there. That's just how it is. Paul Reed is a sample size player. He's only gonna be in there for a substantial of minutes, and then he's gonna get tired. He's gonna get winded like he always do. And the thing with JD, man, it's like, dude, he's fighting to get rebounds over Jared Allen and Evan Mobley, who are 2 7-footers. Y'all making it seem like that's easy. But he's going over the top of these guys and he's fighting for rebounds, and he's not getting any help in the rebound. Stewart played awful. Stewart played awful that game. He got dunked on at least about 4 times in that game. Yes, Paul Reed did a little scoring, but like I said, it's against second and third stringers. He's not going to do that against Evan Mobley and Jared Allen in at the same time. It's just not going to happen. It ain't. This whole delusion thing about him starting in front of Duren, man, I was in a group. I saw this quote in a group, and I thought this was probably one of the most asinine posts I've ever seen with a Piston fan. This dude said it'll be 3. Cleveland's gonna go up 3-2 because Paul Reed is not starting, and he need to be starting, and Duren and Stewart need to go up to JB to ask him to play them more than them. And I'm thinking, like, are you stupid, retarded, or just fucked up? Either one of the things. You have to be. It is so asinine to me when a fan said that. And we have a tendency in this city. We so want to root for the underdog. We do that with every sport and every Detroit team. We root for the underdog, and 9 times out of 10, he disappoints us. When he gets playing time, it just ain't the same. It ain't the same. We do that with a lot of people. People say the same thing about Dennis Jenkins. Dennis Jenkins should not start. He's on the bench for a reason. He should not be starting and then have Cade at the 2 guard. Y'all sound ridiculous. Y'all sound ridiculous and y'all sound crazy. Why in the world would you want to start him? He's a bit, and I like Dennis Jenkins. I've been watching Dennis Jenkins since his St. John's days and in the G League days. But people are put on the bench for a reason. Paul Reed was put on the bench for a reason. He's a third string center. He's gonna get his points. Is he the best third string center in the league? Yeah, you could say that. But he's on there for a reason. You put him in there. We saw when he was with Philly and he was in there, for Embiid when he got injured. Yeah, he did fairly well, but at the same time, they needed Embiid back because it just wasn't working. And Philly just wasn't that, they just didn't want him anymore. Now, was I happy that the Pistons picked him? Yeah. But he's not a starter. It's just certain players that aren't starters, that shouldn't be starters. Like, as much as I like Isaiah Stewart, he's not a starter to me. We tried that and it didn't work. He's just not the starter type of person. He's a bench backup big 4 or 5. Like I said, same with Dennis Jenkins. Dennis Jenkins, nice guy coming off the bench, but as a starter, no, it just ain't gonna work. He's going to get blitzed. He's going to get exposed. And I feel that way about Paul Reed. The more minutes you have him put in, he's going to get exposed. He's going to get exposed like crazy. And that's why you put him in there in certain spurts and minutes, because he's going to get tired. There were certain moments in that game he was tired. But if you have him in there with Mobley and Allen with them twin towers, them 2 7-footers, he ain't gonna know how to act. And then he can't play defense. They will run over him. Post defense, no. He will get mauled. He would get crushed. Yes, his scoring is great against second and third stringers, of course. Of course. But have him in that big time and just starting, it's not gonna work. Y'all delusional fans gotta stop doing this. Y'all, we root for the underdogs too much, and then we get disappointed. We get disappointed eventually. We do. And then this the crazy thing too. Some of y'all Piston fans was talking about, man, we need to trade Tobias, man. Tobias ain't it. Now he been playing well. Y'all are the biggest Tobias fans out here. Y'all was saying, oh, he too old. We need to trade him. We need to throw him in a package of somebody. Y'all was saying that. Y'all fans were saying that. Now he even became the second scorer. Now all of a sudden y'all change y'all tune. Well, maybe we do need to keep Tobias and have him on this team. Y'all switched up. Y'all be switching up so quick, man. Y'all be switching up so quick. And y'all know that. And then you have some of these Detroit main podcast people, I'm not going to put your names out there, that say Paul Reed should start. That say, oh, we need to put him in there. Why? He's good for what, 5-10 minutes? He gets gas, he gets tired. Then what? Of course, he's going to put his all because he has to. The brother got kids. He got to play for them kids. Shoot. But he's not a starter. Isaiah Stewart is not a starter. As much as I like Ron Harlan, he's not a starter yet. I love Ron, but he's just not there. He's a young guy. He's a high-head. At times, Asar has these little fouls where you be like, dog, what are you doing? I love Cade, but sometimes he throws these lazy passes. And That's what happened in game 3. He throws these lazy passes. And I just be like, bro, what are you doing? But he's trying to get his team involved. But he has to have help. He has to have help. This Cavs team knows this Piston team being in the division. They play them so many times. So they know how to play them. If any team know how to play the Pistons, it's going to be the Cavs. It's going to be the Cavs. Hey, man, shout out to the Knicks for taking care of business against the Sixers, but we kind of knew that because a flimsy Embiid, no-show Paul George, Maxey just didn't have any more left, man. They need to they really need to dismantle that team. They really do. I think it's about time they dismantle that team. They have to. They have to dismantle that team with the Sixers. They have to. It's just not going to work. And B is going to keep getting injured. It's pretty much Maxey's team, man. Paul George just ain't got it no more, man. It's just not it. But with the Pistons, yes, some of JB's rotations, you kind of just scratch your head like, what is he doing? What is he doing? And Asar, man, like Asar, you got to have the confidence to shoot the ball, man. They are leaving you open for a reason. In the offseason, you need to work on your jump shot. You and Fred Vincent, you need to be at Fred Vincent's house every day, learning how to shoot, getting your shot up. You need to do that. Fred Vincent is one of the best shooting coaches in the NBA. You need to be around him every day, all the time, getting your game better. Asar's confidence is just done. He don't even want to attempt to shoot. And they leave him so, and I'll be like, bro, just shoot the ball. Damn. Just shoot the ball. Dennis Jenkins at times, he gets a little out of control, that's the one thing I don't like about him. He gets a little out of control. He tried to do too much. He be trying to think he K'd at times, and I'll be like, bro, just stop. Just stop. Just stop. And like I said, man, the delusion of Piston fans it's funny to me. It is hilarious. All these, because you play 2K, now all of a sudden you know how to manage and know what it is to fix this team. No, you don't. These Paul Reed, all of a sudden fans who, when he got here, didn't even know who the hell he was. Just like with Dennis Jenkins, y'all didn't know who he was. Y'all didn't know who Shavonte Green was. Some of y'all basketball heads, y'all know who these guys is. A lot of y'all Piston fans, man, y'all just fans because they good. Y'all just showing up at the games because they good. Some of y'all women just go to the games just because of Instagram, just to show off for the gram. Some of y'all don't even know 5 players on the team, but you want to show off for the gram with a dude that you don't even like. But hey, he got you courtside seats, so I'm gonna just pose for the gram for my fan. But I ain't gonna have him in it. I'm just gonna do this by myself. That's how some of these women be at these games, man. They don't even know 5 players on the team, but they don't mind going courtside, posing and doing these pictures, showing up in their fake bodies and fake acting selves going to these games. I'll be like, come on, man. This shit getting old. But the delusion of fans is ridiculous, man. I just be sitting back. I'll be like, come on, bro. And then these fans keep going back to the old stuff and like, man, we should have picked up this player. We should have picked up this player. We should have picked up Carmelo. We shouldn't have got Darko. I am so sick and tired of Piston fans talking about Darko, talking about players we should have picked. You can say that with any team. Players, oh, we should have picked this player. That could be any team, any fan base. It ain't just the Pistons. Yeah, it would have been nice to have Carmelo, but we would still would have won them titles. It would have been nice to pick up Chris Bosh, but we still have won them titles. I don't know. We don't know. But the delusion of it. This team, just a couple years ago, lost 28, 29 games in a row. You couldn't even get fans to come to these games. Now, they crowding it up so much, they buying stuff up. And this is what I mean about these fans, these fake fans. Like, come on, huh? What we doing? What we talking about? It's just crazy to me, man. It's crazy to me. But hey, man, what do I know, man? I'm just talking, right? I'm a Detroit fan. You know what I'm saying? Even throughout all the little skit videos and stuff like that, I'm a Piston fan. I can't tell you how many times I done did these little funny skit videos with the Orlando Magic and all these teams, and people are still, they take it seriously. I'm like, dude, it's a joke. Calm down. Calm down. The whole, oh, you're a fake fan, you're this, you're that. I'm like, man, shut the hell up. A lot of y'all are fake fans too. Because when they was, like, again, I say this a billion times, when they was down 3-1, y'all gave up on this team too. Oh, man, I knew they was going to lose. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Your next post was, well, the season over, I guess. Stuff. Don't try to switch up now. Don't try to switch up now. Just say it. But hey, again, just had to let you know, I'm just manning up to say these type of things. You know what I'm saying? But it's crazy to me. These fans are something else, bro. These fans are something else. I just be shaking my head like, what are y'all talking about, man? These so-called experts and podcasters, like, bro, what are you talking about? All of a sudden you was cool with the Pistons. Now when they start losing, oh yeah, they ain't nothing. Y'all the Stephen A. Smiths and stuff. I'm worried about the Pistons. No, I ain't worried about the Pistons. I'm worried about the Pistons. No, I ain't worried about the Pistons. But if it ends up being the Knicks in the Eastern Finals, bro, that's gonna be crazy, man. Us and the Knicks in the Eastern Finals, dog. Just really think about this. The Pistons are in the playoffs. They have a chance to go to the Eastern Conference Finals as a 1 seed against the Knicks to determine who goes to the NBA Finals. Just really think about that. Just a couple years ago, we was a laughing stock of the NBA. Now, these experts can't stop talking about the Pistons now. They talk about the growth of Cade, the defensive prowess of Asar. They talk about the defensive prowess of Isaiah Stewart. You know, how much leaps and bounds Durant has gotten better this year. You know what I'm saying? The leadership of Tobias. A lot of things. Who would have thought that we would even be in the second round out of all these years that we haven't won a playoff series since it's almost 20 years? It's crazy. Like I say, all these delusional fans come back. They like Lion fans. They all of a sudden they come back. You wasn't there. You wasn't there through thick and thin. You wasn't with me shooting in the gym. Just saying. That's where the delusion comes in, man. But to have people talk about, oh man, Trajan Langdon should leave. He don't know what he's doing. Tom Gores don't know what he's doing. Well, sometimes he don't know what he's doing, but you know. But they get in JB Bickerstaff, and it's like Cleveland. And I think this series means a lot to JB, just the way Cleveland did him. We would just want to just beat Cleveland just because of that. Because a lot of them players know him, they coach by him, so he knows how they are. And it'll be extra sweet for him to beat them. It'll be extra sweet. And then even with Cleveland, if they lose, you got to start questioning, like, is Harden and Mitchell the right fit? Is it going to work? Start to notice that. But we'll see what happens, man. But y'all tell me what's going on, man. Are these fans delusional? Are they just being fans? Is there a freedom of speech on what's that? Like, anybody can say whatever they want to. But delusion is delusion. I'm just saying. But just had to do this video, man. Like and subscribe to the channel, The New Breed 313 Sports, 313 The New Breed Real Talk. Y'all holla at me, man. Peace out.